Did I do that? This is part 19 of how I discovered that I was being cheated on by Carl Winslow. So, I've made a decision that I want to end things, and we're still on our no contact, but I want to make sure that we get these letters written so that we both know where each other stands. So, I sent a message on Friday, November 8th. Mind you, I came up with the decision on Thursday. On Friday, I said, hey, good morning. I hope you've been well. I wanted to reach out and make a suggestion. I think it would be good for us to come to our conversation with written thoughts. It seemed to work for you a week ago, and it works for me as well. Are you open to that? That's fine. We have a short exchange. You okay? He says, yeah, I'm okay. How are you? Good morning, by the way. Sorry. I said, you're fine. I'm good. This trip has been necessary. He said, I'm sure you needed a break. Yeah, I needed what is normal for me. That is the traveling. So the next night, Saturday night, before I leave Mexico to come back to Atlanta, I say, hey, what's your schedule like tomorrow? Continue with nothingness, LOL. What you doing? This is 11:03 p.m. I want you to remember this for later. I said, LOL, okay, I'm packing. He says, already? Says, absolutely. My flight is at 11 a.m. and I have to leave no later than 8 a.m. We're in Tulum. Y'all switched hotels? Yeah, it's about an hour from where we were. Was there a problem or just closer to the airport? Neither. Tulum is a different vibe. We basically stayed in another Airbnb the whole time. We laughed about it a minute ago. Oh, okay. We talked a little bit. And then I said, anyway, I was asking about tomorrow so we can make a plan. I'm not trying to disrespect your last night of space before we talk. He says, as much as I want you to be in my skin, I think I'ma just embrace my second day of nothingness. When does your flight come in? Do you want me to at least take you home? First of all, never has he ever declined hanging out with me. Never. No. After this, no. So I was already like, what? But already I was decided, so it didn't matter. I said, don't you work Monday? Yeah. Then I would like to carve out time to talk. And you can certainly return to your second day of nothingness. He says, tomorrow? I said, yeah. My flight comes in at 1:47. I have checked bags. Maybe talk till 3:30. Because here's the thing, y'all. I didn't expect this to be a long talk at all. I said, otherwise, you work Monday, you have your kids Tuesday, and Precious, my best friend in the whole wide world, gets here Wednesday. He says, okay, I'll try to write in the morning, I guess. See you at about 2-ish. Now that, I guess, sent me. I was like, you just said you was doing nothing. Why wouldn't you be able to write? But whatever. I said, okay, I'll let you know when I get on the plane and when I get on the plane train. He says, okay, cool. Good night. Good night. Y'all. I get to Atlanta. Everything goes really smooth. I forget that there is no plane train when you're flying internationally. You gotta walk about a mile, so I text him and let him know. I get through everything relatively quickly, okay? And when I get outside, he gets out of the car and he's wearing his Sunday's best. He smells good and he hands me some roses like this. Now these roses, they're not wrapped. And this is the second time he's handed me roses like this, but Okay. And all I could think is we have different things written down in our letters. I was not expecting that. So he opens my door, packs up my things like he always does, and we drive off. Now, if anybody knows the international side of the Maynard Jackson terminal, there is a long straightaway before you can like really leave the terminal. By the time we got to the light that like allows you to go whichever direction you're going, he grabs my hand and he says, over the last few days, I've had time to think. I basically got a chance to clear my mental house. It's like all the same things are in there, but just in their right place. And I realized that I had been dropping the ball on everything, on work, on the kids, on me, and on you. And now that everything is all clear in there, I realize like I don't see my life without you. There is nobody else that I'd rather be with, and I don't know why I had all those doubts before. I want to move forward with you. I want to do this thing called life with you. Are you still my girlfriend? And we're literally sitting at the light from the straightaway, which means we're only 2 minutes away from the airport. And I said, I don't know. The first thing I thought was like, why didn't he write this down? Anything. Could have written anything down. But fine. And after my I don't know, I just went along on the ride and we came home and I literally just talked about my trip. I like talked about my trip like, all right. First of all, I'm gonna do the thing like I said. I'm gonna read the letter. I also had some tequila for him because even though I still know that he's a tequila snob, and that's something that we've learned to really enjoy doing together. So I wanted to taste these tequilas with him and stuff because it's probably going to be the last time I taste tequila with him and stuff. And also, I wanted to settle in before having this conversation. And that's what I did. That's what I did.